Acting U.S. Attorney Michael Sherwin has said the evidence potentially points to seditious conspiracy charges against the Capitol rioters, but no charges have been filed yet.
I believe the facts do support those charges, and I think that as we go forward, more facts will support that.
In a sense, Americans have always been seditionists. In fact, Americans have supported sedition when it's against another government, an imperial government like England. But our country has always come down hard on sedition against America itself. In fact, early sedition laws outlawed speech primarily, the kind of federal statute that in today's view of the First Amendment sounds patently unconstitutional. Today's federal criminal law has a seditious conspiracy statute, and like many federal statutes, it has a lot of range. It can be a conspiracy to destroy the government of the United States. At the other end, it can be a conspiracy to just possess any property of the United States. The language of the seditious conspiracy statute does suggest that force is involved. And there's no question that force was involved when the Capitol rioters stormed the building. But what about those other protesters who simply followed the crowd after the initial rioters did the breaking in? Yes, there's always been a First Amendment right to get together in public and protest, but that First Amendment protection has never extended to a violent trespass on government property. The federal government has not used the seditious conspiracy statute very often in our history. When it has brought seditious conspiracy charges, there have been several acquittals, and acquittals are a very rare thing in federal criminal prosecution. At its core, seditious conspiracy is a conspiracy, so you will need evidence of an agreement of some kind. Now, of course, criminals rarely sit down and write out a contract to commit a crime on paper, so it's natural that conspiracies can be inferred from surrounding facts and other circumstantial evidence. And talk about circumstantial evidence. The Capitol riots have hours and hours of video footage, some of which is still being discovered today. The federal government is combing through that video and photo evidence to find any evidence that would meet conspiracy standards. It's been at least a decade since the DOJ brought seditious conspiracy charges, but a decade ago, social media and phones on cameras wasn't what it is today. The federal government has a lot more evidence at its disposal to decide whether or not protesters agreed to commit seditious conspiracy. The DOJ likes to win. It's got an over 90% conviction rate. So you can expect that if the DOJ files seditious conspiracy charges against any of the Capitol protesters, they think they have their case made beyond a reasonable doubt.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.